Welcome to Screen Louder, the show where all the people from Film Club sit around and talk about movies. It's going to be great. First movie we're going to talk about is Deadpool because it just came out. It's a fantastic movie. To my right, we've got Christy Rankin. Say hi, Christy.
I'm Christy Rankin.
Then we got, just to the right of her, we got Rasmussen.
Hey, what's up?
He doesn't like it when I call him that. That's okay.
I forgive you.
And then to his right, Salvador? I like Salvador. That would be your wrestling
You can
name.
call me Salvatore. This
Okay.
is more proper.
Perfect. Salvador Gutierrez.
Salvatore Big
And I'm
Head
Austin Ulen.
Gutierrez.
Guys, Deadpool. You excited? Today's a good way to start, right? Deadpool's a good show.
Definitely strong beginning. Bam, Deadpool.
We like to hit them hard.
Can we talk about
Spoilers?
throw some spoilers?
Ooh,
Yeah, first
it's
of all,
already been out.
we don't
spoiler
care.
alert, even though it's been out, for
If you
people,
didn't go and watch it, it's your own
you
dang
shouldn't,
fault.
yeah, you shouldn't listen to this if you haven't seen it because it's going to ruin something because I want to talk about some stuff it's good. It's powerful stuff that was in the movie.
What was your favorite part of the movie? What do you like more of this movie, guys?
I like the fact that they made fun of other superhero movies, especially the ones that are tied to them, like some of the other X-Men movies. And like Ryan Reynolds even made fun of the Green Lantern, in which he was the star. I thought that was hilarious. Whenever he was getting wheeled into the room, into the clinic, and he said, "Whatever you do, if you make me a superhero, don't make the suit green
Or animated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was hilarious because he absolutely hated the fact that the Green Lantern suit was computer generated instead of real.
Yeah. The CGI.
What about you guys?
I think I liked, I don't know, I'm a girl. I liked the love part of the movie. I think that they did good whenever they were, like, being funny about it.
Because she was a babe.
Yeah, she was super hot.
She was definitely a babe.
I totally agree.
And I like the story when they meet, like
She's a
these
prostitute.
seasons coming- Like what? No. Well, yeah. Well, also that she's
Salvador
a
just
prostitute.
admitted to loving prostitutes.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a stripper, not a prostitute, right?
In the comic book, she was a prostitute.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what
So I
guy
think-
doesn't want to, fall in love with a
Right.
prostitute?
It's a two-way street, man.
I don't want to fall in love with a prostitute. That's expensive.
Amen. They're needy. Not to say all strippers and prostitutes are needy, for anyone that's a stripper or prostitute listening. I enjoyed the fourth wall.
Yeah, it's
I
some of the
enjoy
comics,
prostitutes
yeah.
and strippers.
I enjoy the music. Yeah, I think I like 80s music and 90s. Yeah, it's very good.
When you go to the strip club, you're there for the music.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I got into opera. I dance in the jail.
In the jail.
No, I mean not in the jail. But this. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna try to explain this. But yeah,
A dance in the jail.
yeah, it's not a jail. I'm gonna use my super translator to translate the word I'm looking for.
Was that
Well,
your superpower that you
Yeah,
chose?
yeah. If I had a superpower, I'll
Super
be a
translation?
Super translation,
For any language or just Spanish?
except Portuguese.
Why not Portuguese?
I don't like Portuguese.
Portuguese is dirty.
Yeah.
So that means in
It's
order
like,
for
it's
people
like
to...
a copy of Spanish. But
So
it's
you're-
not Spanish.
Your kryptonite would be anybody that speaks Portuguese.
Yeah.
They could take away your powers.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
I would learn Portuguese.
Damn.
I think my superpower would
Okay, I
be...
got it now. I dance. I
Wait,
go
what?
to the club and I dance in a cage.
For those of
Okay,
you...
oh, like
which-
a go-go dancer.
For those of you
The
that
go-go
were,
dancer,
were
yeah.
not in this room, he just pulled up Google Translate on his
He-
phone.
he-
Like,
It
why
was-
am serious?
Stop that.
Yeah.
If I had a superpower, it would be... I think I would use like telekinesis, the thing where you can move stuff with your mind. I think it'd be cool to...
Like
See,
Dr. Xavier.
I'd probably get fat, though. I'd probably be lazy.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. I'd have to go to the gym and lift things with my hands, not just my mind.
Christy.
I don't know. I think I'd want to be invisible.
Are
So
you
you'll be a
5?
villain?
Yeah, that's exactly
Like
it.
in Harry Potter? With
With the
Rude.
invisibility.
That's rude.
Invisibility cloak.
So you'll use your power to be a villain? a
No,
hero?
that's just for fun.
I wouldn't be... I'd be like Deadpool. I'd be an anti-hero.
I don't know.
would
To
be a
some
hero,
people,
I
that'd
would
be
a
like
villain.
villainous, you know? That'd be continually having your hair pulled.
Well, what's the point of having a superpower if you can't have any fun with it?
One other cool but also kind of lame at the same time superpowers that I always wish I had was because of Jimmy Neutron.
Oh yeah.
Super brain.
He had this machine that would he'd put over his head and it would change his hair to any style he wanted.
Yeah.
And I always was really envious of that.
But he never chose a different hairstyle.
I know he
He always
loved
had that Hershey
he
kiss
liked
on his
the
head.
ice cream cone look.
And also
Exactly.
it works if you had hair.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Austin just got a haircut.
Henceforth, why I would be able to change What's going on, Salvador? Up on the dome.
Okay, but let's go back to Deadpool.
Back to Deadpool.
So for those of you that don't know, Deadpool is a film in which a superhero is made because he was a mercenary guy and he got cancer and he goes to get treated, but this group ends up trying to kill him and experiment on him, and he gets these healing powers, but he's very scarred. His whole body's kind of screwed up, so he starts wearing this suit. But the thing about Deadpool that I think separates him from everybody else is a sense of humor. Like Deadpool definitely has a dark, very sarcastic, cynicistic sense of humor.
With the attitude of a child.
Christy, you and Deadpool, as far as your sense of humor, is very similar.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that was my favorite part whenever they were being like super dark and
like
twisty towards each other.
Snarky and just...
that's how real life works.
And he's like a little child. It's true.
He does.
I
He like
that part
colors
when
in his spare time.
in which he's drawing
with
at the beginning of
crayons.
the movie. With crayons.
Yeah. He's like, you're about to get screwed.
And I think a cool part is that Ryan Reynolds, he loved the comic book, and he's been trying to get this movie made for like 10 years.
He's done tons of comic pieces.
Yeah, but he said that I was actually looking at the IMDb over here page for the movie. He's vowed to not do any other superhero movies or any other kind of comic book movies.
Wow.
He said he's open to doing Deadpool and sequels and stuff, but like he kept the suit and he didn't ask and nobody stopped him. Like
he stole the suit.
Yeah.
He stole it.
What a
And
boss.
there's videos on the internet now of him going out for Halloween and talking to kids. They're hilarious, really hilarious, because he's acting like Deadpool, and if you watch the movie, you'll understand the.
He did a great job with the character. Like, I don't know if you have seen the Wolverine Origins.
Wolverine Origins, yeah.
Deadpool appears in that movie, and it's like completely different to the act.
Well, the reason they did that is because like Ryan Reynolds had to agree to do that in order to get Deadpool made, and they were like, well, since he's agreeing, we're going to give him Deadpool, but we're going to sew his mouth shut. Like, he's not going to be able to, at some point, he's not going to be able to make that character the way he wants it. But then after the fan reaction, like they were like, hey, I guess we actually have to do like a real movie about Deadpool. But just on a side note about the suit, I just read another thing that has to deal with the hotness of Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that was a disappointment. The fact that, his whole body did get ruined in the process of it. So I think they had to make it extra funny for the purpose of there wasn't like a hot guy for girls to look at anymore.
I mean, he was shirtless and he was completely naked at one point.
Yeah, I mean, there was a part where he was super hot, and then there was like a part where he wasn't anymore.
Ryan Reynolds is my man crush.
The
Monday.
beginning.
But they had to like the suit was built with a layer of like an underlying layer of muscle, and they had to remove it because Ryan Reynolds is too buff.
He's in good shape for this.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, it happens to me every day.
Yeah.
I have to go and remove my padding from all my.
Yeah, getting too
suits.
buff. That's not even a superpower anymore, man. I dig where you're coming from. Statistics on Deadpool. We got opening weekend amount $132,434,639 opening weekend. Total overall was $246,004,089,373.
And it was a low budget movie.
It beat out Star Wars in Russia.
It actually had a really high rating in South Korea too, which was a surprise to me personally. But I mean, comics are everywhere. But
they probably couldn't even watch it in North Korea. So let's be honest.
Deadpool, what's that?
I think Deadpool is definitely my favorite adaptation from comic book to movie. I think they were really true to the character, and I think that had a lot to do with Ryan Reynolds because he was basically, without having the credit title, he was helping with the writing and producing of the whole thing just because he wanted so badly for the movie to be made.
Yeah, it's just like in the comic books, because other movies they change everything when they do the movie about the comic.
Yeah, there's hardly ever a time whenever
changes.
It's the
like
same thing with books.
And those movies, yeah.
Oh, and then they came back with the Green Lantern. That was sad. I was like,
okay, let's talk about the stupid Green Lantern suit. Like, I wanted to see that movie so bad until the suit was on the preview, and I almost threw up. I was like, how are you going to do a CGI suit on I don't even know if that's cheaper. I don't even know why they did it other than it glow. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, wasn't the original Green Lantern black anyway?
I think so.
They're going to reboot the movie with a black actor.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be...
When is Donald Glover going to be Spider-Man, damn it? That's what I want to know.
Spider-Man.
Speaking of the Spider-Man movies, I think the ones that came out now are a lot better than the ones that came out before.
For Spider-Man, yes. That's what I think.
Like
I
the
think
Amazing
Spider-Man played great.
Compared to the older ones.
If they took Spider-Man from the new movies and combined it with the villains of the old movies, I think you'd have a sick Spider-Man movie.
Well,
but then they threw in the Lizard.
Listen, Tobey Maguire looks like a little crybaby. He's the worst idea. He's the worst casting choice for a superhero movie ever. I don't care if it's Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire is a good Peter Parker.
No, he
And
isn't.
the other guy is
No,
a
he
good
isn't.
Spider-Man.
He looks
I
like a
don't know.
joke.
No.
Actually, he's
Tobey
too old.
Maguire
He was
looks
too
like a
old for the movie.
12-year-old Asian girl. Like,
Yeah, that's totally how it is.
Can you say that again, Austin?
Tobey Maguire looks like a 12-year-old Asian girl.
Nailed it. Boom. Quote, Austin Ulen.
I don't listen. The original Spider-Man movies I never saw. I did see the 2 Amazing Spider-Man movies. Those are okay. And like, I actually recently watched all the X-Men movies with my son. Like, we marathoned it, and those aren't bad. But I still feel like Deadpool blew everything else out of the water. Like, it was so original, so fresh. It didn't rely on any of the other methods that you see in other superhero movies to get it successful. It broke every barrier. Like, it broke the fourth wall in the movie. Like,
Multiple
Deadpool talked
times,
to
yeah.
the audience and made fun of other movies. It was completely fresh and original.
Stayed true to the character, the comic character. And, I mean, you get judgments from both sides. You got people there, that see the movie that have never read the comic before, and I just think that's, wrong. And then you get the people that have, read the comics and watched the movie, and I think it catered to both audiences completely.
I agree. Guys, we're actually going to talk more about Deadpool a little later in the week, but right now, people are going to have to wait for the second half of this. Bummer, right?
There's your
Sucks.
superpower. See if you can wait.
That's our challenge for everybody out there that's listening, is to see if they can have a superpower of being patient to get the
And-
second half of this podcast.
There you go.
For Christy, Raz, Salvador, and myself, we want to thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you later in the week. Peace.